The average used car in America now costs over $25,000. For that, most people settle for a plastic interior, a weak engine, and zero personality. But what if you could drive a V8 masterpiece that is quieter than a library and more reliable than a Swiss watch for less than the price of a used Corolla? Today, I am revealing 3 luxury gold mines the market is completely ignoring. These aren't just cars, they are financial cheat codes. Here is the glitch nobody in the car industry wants you to find. Every 3 years, a very specific thing happens in America's wealthiest zip codes. A doctor, a lawyer, or a corporate executive walks into a luxury dealership, hands back the keys to a nearly perfect V8 sedan, and leases a brand new one. Why? Because their ego runs on a 36-month cycle. That is called the 3-year lease cycle, and it is the single greatest wealth transfer in the history of consumer goods. The moment that lease ends, the car hits the used market, having absorbed anywhere from 40 to 55% of its original value in depreciation. Someone else paid for that loss. All you have to do is show up and collect. Think about what that actually means in dollar terms. A European luxury sedan that originally stickered at $65,000, hand-assembled, V8 powered, loaded with technology that was genuinely ahead of its time, can be found today for $8,000 to $12,000. Clean, low miles, one careful owner. That is not a used car. That is a stranded asset that the market has completely mispriced. The wealthy already got what they wanted. The status, the new car smell, the bragging rights. What is left for you is the part that actually matters, the engineering. And I am about to show you exactly which 3 cars fit that description. Starting with one that will make you question every car purchase you have ever made. Car 3, Lexus LS460. Let me tell you something the dealership network absolutely does not want trending on YouTube. The 2007 to 2012 Lexus LS460 is one of the most deliberately forgotten cars in the American market. And that is not an accident. When this car was new, it walked into the segment owned by Mercedes and BMW and made them look embarrassed. So what happened? Lease cycles churned. Depreciation hit hard. Dealers discovered they made far more money selling certified pre-owned German metal than moving Japanese flagship sedans. The LS460 got quietly buried and it has been sitting there ever since, waiting for someone smart enough to notice. The engine under that hood is Toyota's 1UR FE, a 4.6-liter V8 with dual VVTi, variable valve timing on both the intake and exhaust cams, producing 380 horsepower with a compression ratio of 11.8 to 1. That is a race-spec compression ratio in a luxury sedan. The block was designed with such tight manufacturing tolerances that Toyota engineers referred to it internally as zero-vibration architecture, paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission in 2007 when most competitors were still on 5 or 6 speeds. This powertrain was so over-engineered that independent mechanics consistently report seeing these engines cross 250,000 miles with nothing more than oil changes and fresh spark plugs. That is not a claim. That is a documented pattern. Now close your eyes for a second. You press the key fob. The door opens with a weight that feels like a bank vault. You sit in semi-aniline leather that was hand-stitched in Japan. The dashboard is wrapped in genuine wood trim that Lexus sourced, dried, and finished in-house. Not the plastic veneer you get on a $55,000 German sedan today. You press start, the V8 fires, and you hear almost nothing, because the cabin was lined with triple-layer acoustic glass and sound-deadening materials that added over 200 pounds to the car, specifically to eliminate noise. And then, and this is the part that still blows people's minds, you engage the advanced parking guidance system and watch the steering wheel turn itself while the car parallel parks autonomously. In 2007, 17 years ago, here is the math that should make you put down whatever car payment you are currently making. A clean 2007 to 2012 Lexus LS460 with under $90,000 to $13,000 cash. Full stop. Number financing, no interest. Number $450 monthly payment stretching 72 months into the future like a financial anchor around your neck, which is exactly what a brand new 2024 Toyota Corolla will cost you at today's rates. And if you think a new Corolla compares to this car in any meaningful way, Consider this. The used Civic sitting on that same dealership lot with 40,000 miles will run you $24,000, nearly twice the price of a V8 flagship sedan with self-parking technology and a build quality that simply does not exist anymore at any price point. The market is mispriced. You just have to be willing to act on it. Car 2. Acura TL. If the Lexus LS460 is the car dealers buried, the Acura TL is the car the automotive press quietly blacklisted. Not because it was unreliable. Quite the opposite. The TL was too reliable, too capable, and too affordable to be taken seriously in a segment where prestige is sold by the badge, not by the engineering. While BMW was charging $52,000 for a 3 Series that needed a water pump at 60,000 miles, Acura was selling a wider, faster, more sophisticated sports sedan for $38,000. Built on the same DNA as a Honda engine that taxi fleets in Southeast Asia, run for 400,000 miles without rebuilding. The luxury establishment could not compete on substance, so they competed on perception, and they won. Which means you get to buy the TL for nothing. Pop the hood, and you are looking at Honda's J35Z6, a 3.7-liter VTEC V6 producing 305 horsepower mated to Acura's SHAWD system. Super handling all-wheel drive. This is not your typical all-wheel drive that just splits torque front to rear. SHAWD actively vectors torque side to side on the rear axle, sending up to 70% of power to a single rear wheel mid-corner to rotate the car like a sports sedan. It is a system so mechanically sophisticated that Acura held patents on it for years. The J-Series V6 block, meanwhile, has one of the lowest documented failure rates of any engine produced in the last 25 years. Honda engineers overbuilt it for the Odyssey minivan first, which means by the time it landed in the TL, it was already stress-tested beyond anything a luxury sports sedan would ever demand of it. Now, picture yourself behind the wheel. The TL's interior wraps around you with a cockpit-forward design that feels more Audi than anything Acura gets credit for. The power plenum dashboard, that bold, angular center stack that rises aggressively toward the driver, was genuinely polarizing when it launched. Critics called it too much. In hindsight, it looks more futuristic than half the interiors being designed today. Perforated leather sports seats hold you firmly without feeling punishing. The steering wheel is thick, flat-bottomed, and perfectly weighted. And when you press the throttle on an on-ramp, and the SHAWD system hooks up all 4 corners simultaneously, pulling you out of the turn with zero drama and a V6 exhaust note that sounds entirely too good for a practical daily driver, you will wonder, genuinely wonder, why you ever considered anything else. The numbers are almost uncomfortable to say out loud. A 2009 to 2014 Acura TL in clean condition, SHAWD model, loaded, trades between $8,500 and $14,000 today. Cash, 1 transaction. No dealership finance manager sliding a 72-month loan across the desk at 8.9% APR. That same $14,000 financed on a 2024 Corolla becomes a $450 monthly payment for 5 years, meaning you will pay $27,000 total for a car with a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder, a plastic interior, and zero personality. Or you spend $14,000 once, own a 305-horsepower sports sedan with all-wheel drive and Honda reliability outright, and redirect the difference into anything: investments, savings, your actual life. The TL does not just win on value, it wins on every measurable metric that actually matters. Car 1. Mercedes-Benz E350. Here is where most used car channels get it wrong. They tell you to avoid European luxury altogether. Too expensive to fix. Electrical nightmares, money pit. And for most years and most models, they are not wrong, but they are painting with too broad a brush. Because buried inside the W212 generation of the Mercedes-Benz E-Class, specifically the 2010 and 2011 model years, is a 2-year window where Stuttgart got almost everything right before the complexity of the later refresh crept in. Before the additional electronic systems added new failure points, these 2 years represent the W212 at its most resolved. The over-engineered German tank reputation fully intact, without the reliability asterisks that plagued the rest of the generation. Miss this window and the advice changes entirely. Hit it, and you own one of the finest driving machines ever built at any price. Underneath the hood sits Mercedes M272 family successor, the 3.5-liter V6, producing 268 horsepower, paired to the 7G Tronic 7-speed automatic transmission. But the engineering story of the W212 is not just the powertrain, it is the platform. Mercedes built the W212 body shell with ultra-high-strength steel and 22% of the structure, giving it a torsional rigidity that contemporary reviewers compared to cars costing twice as much. The suspension geometry, a 4-link front and multi-link rear setup, was tuned by chassis engineers who had previously worked on the AMG program, which is why a base E350 corners with a precision that feels entirely out of character for a comfort-oriented executive sedan. These were not cars assembled to a price point. They were assembled to a standard. You already know what it feels like to sit inside something special, but the W212 makes you feel it differently. This is old-world Mercedes. The door closes with a sound that is less thud and more declaration. The seats are broad, deeply bolstered, and upholstered in MB Tex or full leather that is aged with far more dignity than anything wrapped in today's synthetic materials. The instrument cluster is clean, analog, and authoritative. None of the oversized touchscreen theater that replaced genuine craftsmanship in modern luxury cars. At highway speed, the W212 is so composed, so absolutely planted, that the experience borders on sensory isolation. Wind noise is negligible. Road noise is managed. The car simply moves through space with the kind of quiet confidence that used to cost $70,000 and now costs the same as a weekend trip to Vegas. Let us close the math on this one. A clean 2010 or 2011 Mercedes-Benz E350, single owner, full service history, under 85,000 miles, can be acquired today for $10,000 to $15,000 cash. That is the price of a down payment on a 2024 Honda Civic at today's interest rates, where at $26,000 financed. Compact car becomes $480 a month for 60 months, a total outlay of nearly $29,000 for front-wheel drive, a 158 horsepower engine, and the distinct pleasure of owing money to a bank for the next 5 years. Or you hand over $12,000 once, own a Mercedes-Benz outright, drive something with genuine road presence and German structural engineering, and never make a single monthly payment. The system was designed to keep you financing. These 3 cars are your way out. Here is the part nobody tells you, because if everyone knew it, the opportunity would disappear. The single best source for any of these 3 cars is not a dealership, not CarMax, and not a certified pre-owned lot with a markup built into every sticker. It is Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, specifically filtered for private sellers, specifically targeting listings written by people over the age of 65. This sounds counterintuitive until you understand the psychology. An elderly seller, a retired engineer, a former executive, a widow liquidating a late spouse's garage, does not know what their car is worth in today's market. They priced it based on sentiment or on what their neighbor suggested, or on a quick glance at a listing that was already underpriced. They are not trying to extract maximum value. They are trying to simplify their life. That misalignment between their goal and your goal is where the deal lives. Search for phrases like garage kept, original owner, moving to assisted living, or estate sale. These are the 4 most profitable words in the used car market. When you find the car, bring a pre-purchase inspection checklist and a mechanic you trust, or book a mobile inspection through a service like Wrench or Your Mechanic for under $150. For the Lexus, check the air suspension compressor and the pre-collision sensor calibration. For the Acura TL SHAWD, inspect the rear differential fluid. It is often neglected, and a fresh fluid change at purchase eliminates the most common drivetrain complaint entirely. For the W212 Mercedes, focus on the 2010 and 2011 build dates. Specifically, verify the panoramic sunroof drain lines are clear and confirm the service history shows regular oil changes with the correct MB 229.5 spec. A car that passes inspection from a single elderly owner with documented service records is not a gamble. It is a calculated acquisition. Pay cash, get the title, and drive away owning something the market has completely undervalued. Meanwhile, Everyone else is signing a 72-month loan for a disposable economy car with a touchscreen and no soul. So here is the question I want you to answer in the comments right now, and I read every single one. You have got $12,000 cash in your hand. The Lexus LS460 with its bank vault silence and a self-parking V8 that engineers do not build anymore. The Acura TL with bulletproof Honda DNA, all-wheel drive torque vectoring, and a cockpit that still looks like the future. Or the Mercedes E350, 2 years of German over-engineering at its most resolved, the kind of road presence that makes every commute feel like a different life. Which one are you pulling off Facebook Marketplace this weekend? And why? Drop it below. And if this video changed the way you think about car payments, depreciation, and what your money can actually buy in this market, hit subscribe, because this is exactly what this channel is built for. There are more gold mines where these came from, and the people who find them first are the ones who are already subscribed. I will see you in the next one.